Hi, Capricorn. Welcome back. Welcome in. Oh, it has been a while since I've talked to you guys. It has been um, some time since I've done zodiac specific readings. I've been focused on the collective readings because that's honestly all I had the bandwidth for. But now, as more time and energy opens up for me, I'm going to be pouring back into this channel and hopefully expanding it and growing it to what I've always intended and what I feel like it should be. If you would like to support that mission and that journey and getting these messages to more people, please, please, please like, comment, interact, subscribe to the channel, donate if you can. It all helps more than I can ever honestly express. And I don't express that. I don't usually mention those things because I feel like it's kind of a given. Like if you like something, if you get something out of it, like it, subscribe so you can, you know what I mean? Like people are going to do that on their own. But I do find that I'm struggling with that. So maybe talking about it is what I need to do. Letting people know that I'm open to that, and that's what the goal is here. Um, so yeah, before we jump in with the cards though, is my mic on? Okay. Before we jump in with the cards, we're going to be using our sound bowl to further clear, along with the smoke that I had going when the video first started, to further clear any lingering energy and then connect us as a collective and then as a collective directly to spirit so we can get a really nice, full, clear, accurate message for you guys. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The merrier, excuse me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Capricorn Collective. What do they need to know for this season of their life, this upcoming season as we transition into fall with the fall equinox coming up? What do they need to know at this time? Let's go ahead and get these out. Oh, the Lovers. Temperance. 2 out of 3 of these cards are major arcana. The one that's not is like the Empress of the minor arcana. This is very much independence, having enough to share and to spare. If you look, she's got a really lush, beautiful garden, acres and acres of farmland, fruitful, like she has a harvest. These are all of the coins, all of the resources that she has allocated to her needs, to her homestead, to her business, to her. And then she has all of this extra. That's a lot. Like to give as she sees fit to whoever she sees fit. This could be your community, this could be your loved ones, this could be well, goddamn, where'd that thought go? Anyway, I don't know. But you also have the Lovers showing up here with Temperance. This Temperance, even, there's very much duality here, taking two things that are quite different, masculine and feminine, maybe in your case, and balancing them and bringing them into compliance is a word that popped into my head, but that is not the right word. That's not the one I was looking for. Bringing them into balance, maybe. But they're working cohesively together. They are blending beautifully together. This could be you embracing your masculine. Capricorn is very masculine earth energy, right? The just by nature, their sign is like the father of the zodiac. You could be taking that side of you that you so naturally are, that you have been, that energy that you've been in probably your whole life, and maybe embracing or accepting that you do have a softer side, that you do have a feminine side that should be allowed to receive. Like you don't have to do it all on your own. I know you probably already have, like, okay, that's fine, but I already have. You can let a partner in. It's okay to let somebody in. You've already built a really beautiful, stable, independent life. You're not going to lose that if you open up and you partner with somebody. If you build with somebody, it's not going to get taken away. No one's going to be like, well, you wouldn't have that if it weren't for me. I feel like that's a really big part of this independence, is like needing to do it for yourself, so nobody can take it away, so nobody can say that they gave it to you. Nobody can say, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have X. Like, you don't want any of that energy. So I feel like maybe that's why you've been resistant to, or not fully leaning into your feminine side, because that means you have to allow someone to provide for you. Even if it's just the universe, you have to trust and allow that that's going to happen. Maybe that's been a struggle for you, but you're doing it, you're working on it, you're putting in the effort, in the energy. Maybe you're working to transmute some, not all, some of your masculine energy into feminine energy. There's a fly that just won't fuck off. Hopefully it doesn't come buzzing around here. I'm gonna get feisty with them. I might smash it. I don't want to have to do that though. So hopefully it stays out of my face for now. We have the Six of Wands coming out as well. This is, hey, there's your card. Making it known, yes, you are present, you are here, this is your energy. We are tapped in. You are going to be victorious. If there's been a situation pending, if it's been some sort of legal situation that you're not, I got balance earlier, bringing things into balance. Maybe you felt like you've been putting a lot of energy into something, trying to come out on top, trying to get a promotion, get something off the ground. It could be your own business, it could be your own thing that you've been putting a lot of effort into. I'm getting chocolates, like you could be a chocolatier. Because something about that tempering process, like it takes a really long time, and it's a really not even tedious, maybe tedious, but not necessarily. It's like, it's just a lot of steps, and it's a lot of back and forth, and it's a lot of tempering, right? That takes time. It takes a very specific set of steps and skills to achieve that, like decadent, smooth. Yeah, I don't know, bonbons. You could make bonbons. Oh, whatever you're doing, it's making you really happy. You have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles here. This is really beautiful contentment. You're in a really good place. It's not the Ten of Cups and it's not the Ten of Pentacles, but it's really fucking close. And it's really content in the meantime. That's not to say that the last little bits and pieces aren't coming, because it's going to eventually. But while you're in this space, you're really happy. You're really content. This is like solo. These two cards, both of these people are solo, and that's the energy as well. Once you get to the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, that's the partnered bliss. That's the partnered stability and longevity and all of those things. The partnered family, communal version of that. But right now, you're in a very solo stage of your life, but you're so happy and you're so content. Whatever it is that you're doing, specifically for money and like inner fulfillment, inner happiness, is really working. It's really filling your cups. This is dreams coming true. Wishing on a star and it coming true. Your prayers are being answered. Your dreams are coming true. What the hell? We have 9, 9, and then we have 6, 6. I'm going to put these back because I really only want one card for the last card. And then we're going to move on to our oracle and do quite a few oracle cards. This victory that you are receiving, that you are achieving, that you are experiencing it's gonna be like a dream come true. It could be a situation where you put in for your dream job, you've applied for your dream job, or a loan to start your dream business. I was talking about chocolates, bonbons, maybe that's the dream. And you applied for a loan, it's going to be given to you, and it's going to feel so good, like a dream come true. What else is here for Capricorn this season? We're going to be using the Mabon deck for Seasons of the Witch because that is the next season that we will be stepping into on the 21st of September. Today is the 15th, so what, like six more days, something like that. So next Sunday, would that be? Maybe, I don't know. Feel free to look it up, correct me, leave me a note in the comments telling me when it is, but I'm pretty sure it's September 21st. It is autumn equinox, first day of Libra season. We are just chugging along, moving along. September has felt quite a bit longer than the rest of the months for whatever reason. Most of them are like flying by in what seems like days. But September actually feels like a real month, and it's moving like one. I don't know. Okay, there we are. There's our one single. Oh, there's your 10 of Cups. That's your outcome. See how in this image, it's a partnership, and it's whatever. It doesn't have to be children. It can be children. It doesn't have to be a house and land and like a rainbow. It doesn't have to be that, but whatever your version of like ultimate contentment, peace, bliss, just whatever that looks like for you is coming in for you. I feel like you've been walking a very solo road for quite some time. Maybe you've given up on, pushed aside, backburnered any type of romance, love, but it's here for you. It's showing up for you. And I feel like you might be in a place to embrace it. If it feels like everything is shit, I promise it's not. Everything is fine. You will be just fine, 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 fine. All right, this is our Mabon deck. So let's see let's see what else is here for you. Spirit, what else is here for Capricorn? Thank you. Breath work. My goodness, beautiful. Card number 4 on the bottom of the deck, Coming of Darkness. This is just, he's bringing in the firewood, so they have it for however long, months if they need it. They will have warmth. She's prepping the harvest in this beautiful, oh my gosh, beautiful kitchen. But this is, I feel like, the only type of partnership that you're willing to accept. Like both partners pulling their own weight, putting in work towards a common goal, which in this case would be the household. And maybe that's what it is for you. You could be buying a house with someone soon, with land, and you're both going to be putting in the proper amount of work, the proportionate amount of work. I feel like you're going to be taking on a more feminine role, though, as we work to balance these energies and bring ourselves into balance. I feel like you're going to be fully immersed in your soft, receptive, creating life. You're going to be the one creating the breads and the jams and cooking the meals and the bonbons. I don't know why that's so like specific, but it is. You could be moving to a more rural area and opening a little small confectioner's, chocolatier, candy shop or something like that. It's very sweet. It's very loving. It's very content. I feel very like overwhelmed, like goosebumps, overwhelmed with how content you are, how blessed you feel. Let's take this one. The Brawler. Are you a fighter? Oh goodness. Lack of empathy. Confrontation. You like to fight? The Gambler. Loss and risks. Well, my goodness. That is quite the opposite of the energy that we've been getting. I see 0 loss. I see 0 risk. So that could be very specific for someone. You could have an issue with gambling, casinos. It could be like sports betting as well. Maybe just like lay off of it, tone it back a little bit. Don't take as many risks with your money, with your assets. Just as like a little side note, that could be someone in your energy, not necessarily you, but it's affecting you for sure. If it's coming out in your reading, it's affecting you enough that you're I was going to say that you're going to be aware of it, but maybe not even, because it's on the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of just like an undertone, an undercurrent that you might not even be aware of, be privy to. Maybe it's interesting. It's like a tendency. Maybe you have like tendencies to get addicted to things, or to take too many risks, or to gamble. And that's why you, are you fucking kidding me? That's why you like stay away from it. That's why you just don't do it. Because you know that it's kind of just there. It's not something. I really don't want to smash this thing. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Nope, still. Hold on. Sorry about that. I think I shoot them out. I feel like they're multiplying though. Every time I get one out, it feels like 16 more come. But we'll see. Hopefully it's gone. There is still one more in here, but he is not bothering me, so I'm gonna leave him be. Let's see what else is here for. Capricorn, interesting. I don't know what is. The oracle cards are very opposite of our tarot cards. Are you wanting this to be true? Putting up some sort of facade? Is this what other people see? A happy life, happy marriage, happy whatever? But that might not be what's actually true. This is deception. This is someone being sneaky. This is, again, like conflict within a home. This card talks about a husband who devalues his wife and is like, you could never handle what I do, and I could do what you do. Like, what do you do all day? You sit around and do nothing? You can never handle what I do. And she's like, okay, well, let's trade. So they do. And obviously, she goes out and handles his job like perfectly. Everything goes fine because she's capable, right? She comes home and their cow, which is how they make their money, because, or everything, because it's where they get their milk from and all of these things, whatever. She comes home and this cow is strung up in a tree about to strangle to death because the husband has somehow finagled just a bunch of, I don't know, who even knows what he's been doing. Is that a fucking fly? Who knows what he's been doing? But the wife comes home just in time to cut the cow down, and it's fine. Everything is saved as long as she like reverses the damage that he has done and fixes everything. These things have not been a problem all doggone day. Something about this energy is very like facade. It's very fake, but it could be on the inside Something's rotting, something's not right. And if it's not taken care of, if it's not corrected in time, it's going to be catastrophic. Maybe reevaluate how you operate, how you do things. If you're being this deceptive, combative, chaotic person, is that who you are to your spouse? Because it feels like on the outside, and that's also really weird because now I'm talking about a spouse in like home life, but all of this is very singular, very single energy. Oh my God. Are you living a life where you're portraying yourself to be single? You're portraying to be this independent, sacrificial, I did this all on my own. It doesn't even have to be that. Maybe you did. You could have done all of the financial footing, everything that you have financially. You could have done all that yourself. But that's not to say you don't have a partner by your side. You don't have a wife at home when you are out, maybe presenting yourself as single and acting as such. It's a really, like, the dichotomy is kind of alarming. I'm not going to even lie, because at first this energy was all like really sweet and really loving, and it felt really comforting, and like you're going to have your wishes coming true, and you're going from this really strong, independent, stable, content energy into an even more stable, loving partnership, right? But now it's like that's not that's not what actually is happening. If from the outside it looks like you have a really happy home, a really happy family, that could not be the case. If on the outside it looks like you're single, that could also not be the case. I'm going to read about these two cards and maybe even these two cards just so we can get a fuller picture. But let's get the rest of the cards out first, and then we'll read. And then we'll read from the book. I don't know what that noise was. Boots. That says increase your efforts if you want to get anything, get anywhere, make progress. Increase your efforts. But that was too many, so we're not gonna take them. Okay. Just let it fall. That's never mind. Doesn't matter. Base, money path, target, ant, and harp. Okay. You guys, what is going on with you? I don't understand. Did I unpause it? Oh, for fuck's sake. I did. I thought I was just talking to myself this whole time. So money is not an issue. You have a lot of stability. You have a lot of money. So what is the issue? I don't understand. Why does it feel this? It feels very dark and like deceptive and sneaky. Okay, so we have money path. The path with money is waiting for you to find it. Excuse me. Vase, a secret admirer. Target, a goal-oriented person. Ant. Oh wait, ant. Work, achievement, and success. Harp, great happiness. So I feel like in your work life, you feel like you have like great success. You could be at a top position. You're really happy with your station in life when it comes to your career. But there's something going on a deeper level with you. Like, you should be really happy. You should be all of these things because you do have you could have a wife and kids and all of these things and great success and great happiness, stability. But for whatever reason, it feels like deceptive, like it's not what's actually happening. I don't know how to really explain it or put my finger on it, but there's definitely a lingering sense of like chaos, combativeness. You could be fighting yourself. Maybe you are by nature a very independent person, but you're trying really hard to embrace and be someone who isn't always in control. Maybe letting someone else be in control for a little bit, and trusting that they'll take care of you and provide for you. Maybe that's hard, but you're trying. I see you trying. I see that you're aware if there is this kind of combative, I don't even know how to describe it. It feels very like combative and deceptive and um, negging is a word that also comes to mind. Like when you're in a relationship and your partner is constantly teasing you and, oh, I'm just joking, but it's definitely like putting you down, intentionally trying to embarrass you. Some examples that really stick out in my mind. Taylor from this season of Love Island. I know not everybody watches that, but a few of you have. You'll understand what I'm talking about. The way that he was treating Olandria when they were coupled up in the villa, and towards the end when he was like in her face, well, I guess nobody likes you, and stuff like that. And now how he treats Clark, like mushing her head out of the camera, pushing her out of the way, just being rude and disrespectful. That is not love. That could be how your partner treats you, how you treat your partner, but maybe you are trying not to. I would seek therapy if that is something that's in you and you don't want it to be. It also is a sign of a partner that's not being honest with themselves, that is living an untruth, whether that is their sexual orientation, who they want to be with. Maybe you're in a marriage. You could be a male in a marriage with a female, but that's not actually what you want, but you might not know it, might not acknowledge it, might not understand it even. But that's typically what that means when you're hateful to someone that you claim that you love, that you're in a relationship with, that you're supposed to be showing all of this affection towards, but instead it's the opposite. It's typically because you're being deceitful to yourself and you're unhappy with yourself. And it's definitely projection. Because you don't, for whatever reason, feel like you can be authentic. Maybe you don't want to be this like, oh, big successful boss man, boss lady, whatever it is. Maybe you don't want to focus so much on money and you want to run away to the hills somewhere with your family and just do that and not have to worry about money, not have to try to acquire it to achieve success, all these things. I feel like you've already done that. I feel like you're already very successful. Your money is, I mean, this is really the only money card besides Money Path now coming out. And work, achievement, and success. These are, I feel like these are things that you've experienced. You've experienced stability within a job, within a career. Maybe you've had the same position, the same career. You've been at the same company for 30 plus, literally your entire career. Maybe now you're looking at retirement. Maybe you're still lying to yourself and telling yourself this is what you want. Oh no, I still want to be here. I still want to work. What would I do if I didn't? I need to work. I blah, 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 blah. But deep down, that's not what you want. That's not where you see yourself. Maybe you can't be honest with yourself or with the people around you because they depend on you too much. They're too reliant on you, maybe. Let's read. Finding space, soul, nourishment, freedom. Your higher self chose this card because you're in need of more space, expansiveness, and freedom in your life. Your body contains your soul, but your spirit is boundless and needs ample space to express itself in every way necessary for you to feel fulfilled. When you take in a breath, you are breathing the air that has at one point or another touched every surface of the earth. That's a wild thought, you guys. That's a wild thought. Every animal has felt this breath you're taking in now. Every ocean, sea, and river has held this air within its molecules, and this air has fallen to the ground to nourish plants through the form of rain. You too are as limitless and expansive as the air you're breathing right now, yet you haven't given yourself the space to explore all of your desires. This card has come to you to encourage you to follow all your intuitive pings that stir your soul. If you're interested in trying something new, such as a hobby or exploring a different place to live, then give yourself permission to wonder what if. What could happen if you did what made you happy versus what you're expected to do, which is what this feels like. It feels like you've been doing, you've always done what's expected of you. Get a job, be successful, climb to the top, maintain that, retire, blah, 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 all that stuff. And you're just like, yeah, okay, I've done that. Now what? You need to seek out some freedom, especially if you've been in like a corporate, you've been climbing a corporate ladder. That means you've had to follow like a very specific set of rules, other people's timelines, other people's ideas, agendas, whatever, that you've been having to work around and work with for probably decades. I feel like it's time for you to just do what you want to do. Go explore what you want to explore. Spread your wings and fly. See all the greatness and expansiveness of this world. Maybe you've been living in the same city for a really long time and you're ready, again, you're ready to retire and you're ready to move, buy an acreage. This could be like countryside, going back to your roots, to a homeland. If you're living in somewhere you're not from, maybe you move to another country, to another state, to another whatever. You could be returning or going to someplace brand new. For a lot of you, I feel like you've been in the same place for maybe your whole life, and now you're expanding to new. You're taking on new. Okay, let's see. What could happen if you did what made you happy versus what you're expected to do? How might you experience more passion, fulfillment, and even courage if your decisions were based on what brings you joy? Receiving this card is your invitation to ponder what could be. You don't have to act on anything that doesn't feel like the right way forward. Instead, think of this process as a trial period, a chance to try something on with the guarantee that it can be returned if it doesn't fit. For now, allow yourself to explore the possibilities and see where this leads. Breathwork practice. Breath is power that can be Wow, slow down a little bit. Breath is power that can transform your mood and energy in just a short amount of time. Your breathing, working with your breathing to amplify magic is an excellent form of weaving magic with intentions. The deep breathing exercise allows us the power. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening, but my brain is really scrambling these words. Sorry. The deep breathing exercises below uses the power of imagination and phrases, and you can adjust it however you like. If you like, choose a focus word that acts as your intention. Then sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Bring your awareness to your breath and relax your body. Start to alternate between normal and deep breaths. For example, take 2 deep breaths, then breathe normally for about 3 to 5 seconds and repeat. Notice how your abdomen expands and drops as you pay attention to how shallow breathing feels compared with deep breathing. If you've been trying to call something in, such as abundance or healing, place one hand below your belly button and the other on your head. This will create a cycle of energy flow that will circle within you. To let go or push something away, place the hand that was on your head away from your body, lift it up or in front of you. This will create an exit point. Okay. By combining this breathing practice with imagery and focused intention or a phrase, you are raising energy and embedding that energy into your intention. Oh my goodness, this is a long one. Okay. Say your focus word or phrase after you feel a rush of energy filling your body, and concentrate on moving that energy through your body. On the inhales of your deep breaths, speak your word or phrase. For release, move the energy out of your body through an exit point of your hand. Okay. Maybe that's a practice that you can incorporate. They have whole classes. I've done a breathwork class before, and it was actually quite effective and freeing. Oh, Findy, please. 122. Okay, we're reading about the brawler now. Lack of empathy, confrontation. What did I say, 122? Okay, there it is. Night falls thick and dark across the streets, but not all are sleeping. The doors of the music hall pour light and warmth into the courtyard, and revelers tumble. Revelers? Tumble. Okay. Tumble drunk and rowdy after them. A spilled drink, a sharp word, and a fight breaks out, and the brawler is once again standing with fists raised, ready to fight their corner. Set on showing the whole world that they don't care what people think of them, the brawler invites confrontation wherever they go. Oh, fuck. That's not a great energy to be in. Quick with the brash retorts and ready fists, their bullheaded manner makes only enemies, never friends. God damn. You won't be able to move forward until a current conflict is resolved. Whether you're in the right or not, take a moment to step back and consider things from an alternate point of view. Entering the situation with your fists raised won't resolve things. Exercise a little empathy and plan out a way to address the matter on a neutral ground. Accept this chance to improve yourself without carrying forward any malice towards others. Okay. Every Capricorn I know is very ready to fight. They're not scared of a fight, that's for sure. I'm going to read about the fox real quick, or maybe just read the keywords. I'm not sure. We'll see. But let's see. Card number 14. Rule breaker, doing the unexpected, deception. That's what I'm picking up most on, is the deception. The fox is shown here. The fox shown here is representative of tricksters in the land of fairy tales. Rather than being from one specific tale, he is the wolf, the coyote, the imp who wants to play tricks on you. When this card appears, someone isn't doing what he is supposed to do, or it may be his role to break the rules. While being deceptive can seem like a bad thing, this can be a good card, meaning fate is working in your favor. Don't expect all the rules to be followed when this redhead shows up. Oh, that could be specific for you. A redhead. Are you a redhead? That could be your nickname, Foxy, Fox, because of your red hair. Adorable. But don't expect be cautious before you accept any story as fact. Mm-hmm. If you are given new responsibilities at work, they may not come with more money right away. Redheads are associated with this card, so pay special attention to anyone with auburn locks. They could be there to teach you a lesson in deception. A lesson in deception. All right, let's read about scythe. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. In the tale of the husband who was to mind the house, a husband harangers, I don't know what that word is. Harangues. Hara. But that looks like negging to me. His wife tells her he can do whatever she does, but she can't do his job. Yeah, that's negging. So the wife goes out to work in the fields, leaving her husband behind with the house to be the housewife. While she accomplishes her tasks, her husband has a series of accidents and disasters that include a cow hanging from a rope. The wife has to act swiftly to correct all of his mistakes, but the mishaps that have already occurred can only be remedied. There is no way to rectify the damage done, so pay attention to the imminent danger the scythe points towards. The scythe is swift and sharp. Don't put yourself in harm's way if you can avoid it. Pay attention in nearby cards to determine how to best deal with your misfortunes heading your way. The cards nearby, the Nine of Pentacles and money. Oh, fuck. There could be something happening really quickly, something changing really quickly with your money. Okay. The husband learned his lesson the hard way. You can alleviate the problem simply by staying alert to what lies in front of the scythe. The Nine of Pentacles, that's your independence, that's your stability, that is your beautiful, luxurious home, all of your savings, your investments. Just pay close attention. Don't give your money to people that you don't know, that you don't fully trust. Just be a little bit more mindful. No gambling at this time. I'm going to say that because that lost card was on the bottom of the deck. I would also maybe avoid excessive drinking because that can lead to the brawler anger side of you that we're trying to steer clear from, just so we don't make a misstep, right? So we don't blow everything up, because it feels like that could definitely happen. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you all so very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.